starts.
Hey, guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here, and funny story on on what caused this mess to happen. So, luckily my guest is right next to me.
Hello.
But so Pastry decided to take over another studio, as I sent you guys pictures in my community tab. So therefore, we're going to start the show a half an hour late and end the show a half an hour late, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
You're chill here until 8:30. Don't worry, we have a bathroom. Anyways, jokes aside, so everything's throwing me off today. Anyways, so we usually have you introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name's Cat Sweatshirt. You can call me Catswa for short, or Cat.
I call you Sweatshirt. Deal with it.
I suppose.
And then also say your pronouns.
Oh, yes. They, them. That's a bit important.
Yeah, and then, do you have any, like, social medias that are like, art related or anything?
None.
Alright.
It's actually pretty funny. I'm absolute dead everywhere on social media. I have nothing.
You have this now.
True.
But anyways, so the show we're going to be playing today, just so you know, some people hop on later on in the show. Even though we have 0 right now, we're gonna probably have some rolling in later. But how this show is going to work is me and Sweatshirt are going, or would you rather me call you Cat? My brain is like Sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt works too.
All right. So me and Sweatshirt are going to ask each other would you rather questions. We would have done what would you do today, but I realized I did that with my last guest, and I have some rules about not doing the same game 2 weeks in a row. Or 2 shows in a row. So we're doing Would You Rather instead. So my channel announcements are I'm still working on getting testosterone because life be like that for personal reasons.
Oh, I do. And
then, what else? I'm currently working on a video that was actually inspired by a Q&A question, which is the story behind Pastry's design.
Oh, nice.
And then other announcements is next season, which starts in January after Christmas break, we're going to be going back to our original showtime, so no more of this bullshit. No more of this crazy-ass time that I don't really like that much. But, yeah.
Be like that.
But, you know, so next season, show is going to be what almost every other season was. Which is, not counting pre-stream, it's 4 to 6. Yes, this is like only 1 hour, usually 1 hour difference, but man, this stream season has been cursed.
Man, that has just been this whole semester, to be honest.
Yeah. But instead of getting into how life has screwed us over, we're going to play the game now. Also, you guys can't see this, but I still have my apron on from the Pastry Studio takeover. So, how about you start? Ladies first.
Ooh.
Welcome to more bad pastry puns.
Oh, I'm looking forward to 2 hours of this. Would you rather go rock climbing or whitewater rafting?
Whitewater rafting because one, I don't like rocks, which will be a different video in itself. And two, I hate heights. I'm afraid of heights. Which works because I'm short.
Does the same apply to trampoline parks?
Heights?
Yeah.
I've been to a trampoline park before, but it's, not really, because, like, I don't really go that high with the trampolines. I'm just talking, I also have bad coordination, which will be addressed in another video in the future of why. But yeah, I'm going with whitewater rafting, even though I did that once and got a nasty sunburn because of the kind of swimsuit I had.
Ooh.
But thank goodness to being trans, I will never get a sunburn that place ever again because swim shirts exist.
Love them.
And at least until I get top surgery, I'll need a swim shirt with every single swimsuit I wear. How about you?
That would probably depend on the weather, to be honest.
We love how I had a fear-based answer, and then there is like, what's the forecast?
Hey, come on. I just gotta ask those clarification questions all the time.
I'm just going off of what does not cause me fears.
Understandable. I personally have been whitewater rafting before, and it was pretty fun, but hiking is not fun, so I'm gonna assume that rock climbing is the same, and just say whitewater rafting as well.
I've got to make fun of you for this, but come on. I say my state on here, but you were saying you hate hiking in Colorado. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You say this, and I am completely aware. Many people have asked me this exact same question.
All right, I'm gonna start with one of the most classic would you rather questions, because my brain is still warming up to thinking about these kinds of questions. But
right.
Let's see. Would you rather live in a desert, or would you rather live in like a or would you rather live in Alaska where it's always cold?
Ooh, oh my gosh, that is all again so hard. My brain immediately jumped to what kind of job do I have? So I'm just gonna say preemptively, I have a good job and can support myself.
In both scenarios.
Yes. I'm gonna have to go with desert, cause like Alaska, I have grandparents who live there, and I cannot do that year round. So, like, the desert would suck, but I can't handle the cold.
Now, I say this question even though I already know the answer to this. I want sweatshirt. Based off of knowing me and being one of my bestest friends, I want you to guess what my answer is here.
Oh, geez. I cannot possibly come up with what the answer could be. It's Alaska.
Yes. Because I have heat sensory issues.
Yep.
Your turn.
Ooh.
Also, I'm eating on air because it's technically not against the rules, and also due to Pastry taking over another studio, and I had to manage them, I couldn't really eat dinner. Did you eat?
Yeah, a little bit.
If not, I will give you some of my fries.
I appreciate it. I will be fine. I'll let you know if that changes. Cool. As for my question, if Pokemon were real and it was time to choose your starter, would you rather choose a fire, water, or grass type? And I know that's technically 3 options, but Pokemon.
Grass.
Why?
I don't know. My brain just went to that. I have no reason.
That's totally fair. Did you ever play Pokemon games as a kid?
Kind of. Wasn't my favorite.
Fair. I got a DS when I was a kid, and that was like the first game that I played on it, so it holds a special place in my heart.
Mine was Zelda.
Nice. Classic.
So, because my brother showed it to me. But that's time for a... But I could probably spend an entire video on this. And, it's my turn again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Would you rather live in a place where it's always raining or where it never rains again?
That has some really interesting implications for the environment.
Without implications to the environment.
Cool. I have a feeling you're gonna be saying that kind of thing a lot.
Yeah.
I'd have to say raining all the time. Because I know it would be really bad for housing, and I would have so many repairs to make all of the time. But on the other hand, I love the rainy day aesthetic. Just the sound of it hitting the rooftops. I love it.
I would probably say, never, let's see here, if it were to always rain, or, never rain again, then the atmosphere wouldn't shift, which means it wouldn't cause me a headache. So, but the rain, but like I love the rain, but it makes me sleepy. If it never rained again, then the rain couldn't make me sleepy.
Which is a good and a bad thing in some cases.
Yeah. Your turn.
Sick. Would you rather watch 15 Christmas Hallmark movies in a row or 15 horror movies?
I feel like this is a targeted would you rather, because I hate both.
I actually did not know that.
Okay. I hate both. Because think about this. I hate them both for different reasons. I hate horror because I'm too anxious. I hate Hallmark because I'm aero. Ouch! Ouch!
That's really funny.
Why did I meet you again? All right, because of a job.
However much we're paid an hour is not worth it to deal with this.
To deal with each other?
I say dramatically.
Jeez.
Not that y'all can see it.
Anyways, wait a minute. What is your answer?
Mine, I would probably say Hallmark movies because I'd fall asleep by at least the third one.
I have a hard time falling asleep with like a lot of light input. So I probably couldn't do that.
Fair.
So let's see. Would I rather puke or would I rather piss my pants? I'm gonna go with piss my pants. So therefore I'm gonna go with horror.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or wait, no. Horror would come with more trauma, which I don't need.
That's fair.
So maybe romance, but I wouldn't want... Okay. Do they have gay people in Hallmark now or not quite?
I Okay, this is gonna sound like blasphemy, but I do not think I've ever watched a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, me neither.
Great, so
It's
both of us are just disasters who just hate it on principle.
yeah.
That tracks.
Oh man, we're gonna learn even more about ourselves and each other, mostly each other, during this show. I swear. What? So, did you go with horror or Hallmark?
Hallmark.
I think that's two answers for Hallmark. Would you rather have it always be daytime or always be nighttime?
That is so hard. I love the nighttime better. I love like the darkness. I love the quiet that tends to come with it. But
Unless
I
you have
think-
drunk people running down your hall.
Yeah, except for in that situation.
I'm just saying.
That's fair. But I actually think I have to say day because A, I get stuff done so much better in the light. So while I may like the relaxing bit of the darkness better, it wouldn't be better for me physically and emotionally. So we're sticking with daytime.
I want you to guess my answer for this.
Ooh. I'm gonna say night.
Nope.
Dang, okay.
Want to know why?
Absolutely.
The night makes me sad sometimes. So, and you know what? Even though I can't sleep during the daytime, you want to know what exists?
Eye masks. Curtains.
I was gonna say cardboard. To cardboard the windows, and then put a curtain on top.
That's actually really similar to how Alaska does it, ironically enough.
That's how my basement had its windows boarded up.
Oh, interesting.
I was about to say, feel free to share our link with anyone and with anyone that watches or like anything, or like feel free to share this link to your friends. I was about to say like to your followers, and then I remember you don't do that. That's my job.
Oh yeah, I just have like nothing to link at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's almost hilarious how disconnected I am from that kind of thing.
my real face is disconnected, but cartoon character.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Anyways, I would go with always day because it's harder to make light happen than darkness happen. So if I were to just like one day have a house and have it always be daytime, I could have like my my cardboarded up windows and just call it the dark room, and then just sleep, only go in there when I want to sleep, and then have the daytime still be the daytime.
Yeah. So if I could nerd out for a second, that was actually like the
Of course.
second thing I thought of when I thought of my answer. Like I thought of a time that was only night, and immediately I thought of like lights and stuff. But I didn't say that because it wasn't really me that I don't like that for. But random history lesson. Up until the Industrial Revolution, work time was limited exclusively to daytime hours because there was simply nothing you could do when it got to be dark. You could light a candle, sure, but those ran out fast, for one, and for two, they didn't actually bring much light. Certainly not enough for you to continue working either out in the field or in your house. And that was actually a big thing. Labor rights were in a huge flux after the inventions of the light bulb because people could now be exploited for longer. Interesting tidbit.
Want to know what the best part of that is?
Hmm.
I got to eat more fries.
There you go. You're welcome.
Anyways, so, right. That was my question. It's your turn.
Cool. If you had the ability to travel...
Where you're at. Oh, I'm just
Oh.
making sure you remember what game it is.
Yeah, no worries, I do. If you had the ability to time travel, would you rather be able to go back one day in time or a week in time?
I'm just trying to think.
Oh, keep in mind you can't stack, like, the abilities. So, like, you can't just go one day to go back full 7 days.
Oh.
It's one day and no farther back.
My brain is just thinking about what I would do. This time last week, I was just talking to myself because my guest didn't show up. This time yesterday, I wasn't quite on call with with a good online friend of mine quite yet. What was I doing at this time? I was probably eating dinner with the bros. I'd go back to that. Dinner with the bros.
Cool.
Breakfast for dinner in the cafeteria.
I know, I missed it.
They
Like, I got there and the cinnamon rolls were out. I was devastated.
They managed to make breakfast for dinner better than breakfast for breakfast. And I'm like, come on, guys.
I know.
Come on, guys.
How do they even do that?
Anyways, what brought this up?
Time travel.
Oh! So yeah, I would say travel a day back in time. How about you?
That's also a really good question. Because, like, going back in time one day is nice because it means that you don't have to suffer through an entire week again just to fix, like, maybe one thing. But on the other hand, like, if you do something and the consequences of that action only come into play a couple days later, you know? So, for, I guess, safety, quote unquote, I'm gonna have to go with a week.
Yeah. I like how I just thought of, like, what I was doing at that point in time.
And I think of how I can wield it for my own good.
Oh, man. Would you rather always take way too long to make a decision or always go with your impulse with making a decision? No way to do the other one once you choose. Because, like, they both have pros and cons.
Yeah. Okay, so the silence that I'm taking right now is leading me to believe that the answer is obviously take way too much time to answer anything. Because I am just thinking of, like, how long is too long?
Oh, yeah, I remember asking this question with a different guest. And we both ended up with our exact answers just based off of how we answered it. And it just made me laugh so hard. So I'm like, I'm doing this again.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I would say take my time, even though it would get annoying at restaurants.
Oh, you're right. Wait. Oh, no.
Imagine just stalling. As the waiter's like, what the fuck do you want, man?
You know what? Every single time I went out to order, I'd probably just write my order down preemptively on a piece of paper, and whenever I wanted to order, I'd just slide it over.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, man. I would probably say take my time, too.
Yeah.
Let's see. And also the whole, also with the other question of, like, would you rather live in a desert or in Alaska? something about me is if I could live in a life-sized, like like if the room I'm currently in could be a fridge, it would be a fridge.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, if this room right here could be a fridge, it would be a fridge. When I said that to somebody, they thought I'd die because they got the temperature of a fridge and the temperature of a freezer mixed up. So they thought I would freeze to death in a fridge. But
honestly, I also kind of thought that you could die to death. Die to death. Okay.
Die to death?
In a fridge.
Die to death?
Die to death. I'm sticking with it. I'm not editing my answer. That's it. Good show, everyone. See y'all later.
Nah, it's not time for you to leave yet.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm still here for another hour and a half.
Let's see here. What? Would you rather have it always be winter or always be summer?
Y'all can't see it, but
Activity.
right now I am just staring at them so deadpan. He already knows the answer. It's summer. I hate the winter. I cannot stand it.
Let it snow! Let it snow! Let it snow!
Let it go! Let it go! Let it go!
I don't think Let It Snow is copyrighted due to how fucking old it is.
I would genuinely be... I would love to see someone try to copyright that, to be honest.
Yeah. Let it snow. Let it snow. Bring it on.
Let it know.
Let it snow. Why?
Okay, my question.
Cool.
Would you rather have a bearded Komodo dragon or a python? Both non-violent.
A piranha? Or wait, what did you say?
Bearded dragon? Or did I say bearded Komodo dragon? I think the word is bearded dragon. Komodo. Yeah, cool. That or a python, both non-violent. Which would you rather have?
I would go with the dragon.
Nice. I think I would also go with the dragon. There was... At work the other day, I can't remember if you were there for it or not, but there was a guy who was checking out the self-checkout, had a little bearded Komodo dragon right on his shoulder.
Probably wasn't.
It was awesome. And I wanted to pet it so bad.
Why didn't you ask him?
He was leaving.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would choose the dragon. How about you?
Dragon.
Now this one I'm going to ask just for comedy's sake, but
oh boy.
Would you rather own a dog or a cat?
Cat.
Dog.
Cat.
Dog.
Cat.
Dog.
Meow.
I just asked that one just for the sake of the entertainment value. Your turn.
Oh, is it my turn already? Oh.
Damn.
Would you rather live in a house with rugged floors or wood floors?
So it would all be rug or all be wood? No pun originally intended. Would it be wood? Hardwood floors? It would be wood, wouldn't it?
You are sitting next to me. You do not have the means to escape from your dastardly puns.
You can't escape me.
Darn it. It is mutually assured destruction.
Let's see. And the entire house is one or the other. I would go with hardwood floors just because it's easier to clean if you have a mess.
Understandable.
Cooking somewhere with carpet is a nightmare.
Let's just say the kitchen is an exception because that does actually sound really bad.
Okay.
And the bathroom.
Okay. I've actually been a place where the bathroom and the kitchen are carpeted.
No. I refuse to believe it. No way. No. That's just not right.
Let's just say my mom's gonna have that changed. It's like a seasonal house.
As she should.
Yeah. Oh man, what's worse, a carpeted bathroom or a carpeted kitchen?
Ooh, carpeted bathroom. That is just disgusting.
I'd say carpeted kitchen.
I mean, like, sure, you get more stuff on them, or you have, like, more opportunities to, but, like, at least it's not bathroom dirty.
Sorry, my mom decided to text me about cookies right now when I specifically told her this is when I specifically do this. Next season it'll be better because it'll be at normal time. And every single episode is not going to be cursed. Hopefully.
Knocking on wood on that.
Imagine if the person, like, across from us thought we knocked on his door just by knocking on wood. Would he like it on this show? Who knows? But we're not going to test that. The amount of times I've said wood on this show, you wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I really need some other way to respond to those, except for I'm leaving. But I'm leaving.
Let's see. What's your answer to carpet versus hardwood?
It's so hard, and I know it's my own question, but, like, wood floors, as you said, are much easier to clean, but, like, carpeted floors feel so nice against your feet.
Unless you're talking about the carpet that we currently have.
Yeah, I don't think this is carpet anymore. I don't know what to consider it. It's some kind of undetermined element that the scientists have not yet discovered.
It's considered carpet, but there's no, like, a squishy part to it.
I'm gonna say carpet in quotation marks and call it that.
Yeah.
But also, well, I guess I shouldn't say it's easier to clean wood floors. It's easier to clean wood floors if you get, like, a stain on them. Like juice or something. That's easier to get out of wood floor than it is carpet. But it's easier to vacuum than it is to sweep, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking about, like, what kind of messes that could be made that a vacuum wouldn't be very helpful for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if someone were to spill grape juice, that'd be easier to clean with hardwood.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm just thinking about all the liquid messes. But then again, given my IRL experiences and my future IRL experiences, of course I think that way. I'm not gonna say what just because, like, I don't want to be tracked down.
It's because of IRL. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, I think I'm just gonna have to say carpet.
I'm gonna say hardwood.
Do you want me to nerd about something again?
Sure.
Cool. There's this thing in computer science, right? I'm a computer science major. Nice to meet y'all. I can't remember the exact word for it, but it's the idea that you do these smaller operations, and sometimes that are, like, not super time dependent. You can get them done really quickly. But then there's this other task that could happen that takes significantly longer. Like, if the first time takes, like, 1 second, this bigger operation would take, like, 5 seconds, which is 5 times longer. But the point of it is you have way more smaller operations and only a few big ones. So in the end, having something like that's structured like that takes less time than if you had something that took a consistently medium amount of time. Did that make any sense to you?
No!
Cool. I'm going to use numbers to explain it again.
No!
Yes.
No!
Oh, darn it. Okay, would
How
you
does
rather
this- okay.
listen to me do this again or listen to me say that again?
No! That's the same option twice.
Ooh. Would you rather me say it exactly as I said it before or say it in a new way?
No! No!
Okay, is it actually my turn? No, it's your turn.
Because you said that.
No, because I did the hardwood question. That was mine.
But why did you go on that random rant? Was it so that I could eat more fries?
No, it was because it was relevant. Because, like, carpet sweeping takes longer. It's like a medium amount of time, to do it. It sucks, but it's not entirely time consuming. Meanwhile, vacuuming is really easy. It's short, but if you get like a really big stain on your carpet, you have to get like carpet detailing done, and that takes forever, way longer than sweeping. However, in the end, considering just general vacuuming plus that occasional carpet detailing, the amount of time you spend cleaning carpets is shorter than the amount of time you spend cleaning hardwood. Theoretically, I have done no studying towards these numbers. I did not explain the relevancy there before I just went onto that rant. I did not even think about that.
Oh man. You're lucky that fries exist in this world.
Yeah, they're just, y'all can't see it, but they're just sitting there munching on fries.
Yeah.
Which is an understandable reaction to a computer science rant.
Yeah. To those of you guys who watch later, you guys might want fries and or popcorn for this. Let's see. My turn. Would you rather live in a world where all candies are chocolate or all candies are gummy?
Ooh.
Or, third option, every candy is a hard candy.
Does this affect hot chocolate? Or like pastries and stuff?
Pastries are considered carbs. Hot chocolate is considered beverage.
Cool. Does this affect chocolate flavored candy that's not chocolate? Like if I had caramel, hard caramel.
It'd be a gummy. It'd be a gummy caramel.
Ugh.
The look on your face.
It is pure disgust. Cool.
Gummy caramel.
Ugh. No. I'm gonna give up chocolate, to be honest. I'm not that big a fan of chocolate. So the real question is, okay, you know what? Gummy caramel is just way too weird to think about. I'm gonna have to say keeping hard candies.
Hold on. I need to chew.
Your gummy
Go on another rant, please.
Oh, okay. Your mom is really pretty.
Have you met my mom?
No. Well, it was dark. I did. Well, I can't force it now.
Oh, damn. Alright. Anyways. No pastries choked in the process of baking this video.
As of yet.
As of yet.
As of 39 minutes into this video.
And the sad thing is, or the thing that we hope shouldn't happen is the person who knows the Heimlich is the one who chokes. Because I know the Heimlich.
Oh, same actually. I took a babysitting course like 4 or 5 years ago. So totally, I can still do the Heimlich maneuver.
Imagine if that happened on air. We're not doing that.
Don't worry, I'd hit end stream first.
Oh, man. No, so you would just let me die for an extra second
Yup.
as you're just like, click.
Yep, that is exactly what I would do. That's what I want you to do for me too. No,
Fair.
if I start choking on air, nuke the computer and then save my life.
Okay. All right. Noted. Anyways.
That's actually a pretty good would you rather question. Would you rather choke on air or risk dying and take the second to end the stream first?
Oh man. I feel like the batch would feel bad for me if I choked on air.
Yeah, that's why I hit end stream first.
And then Tass would be like, why did you just abruptly end stream? I was choking.
I'd let you explain that one, yeah.
I'd be like, I was choking and Sweatshirt had to save me.
That would be a really fun conversation. I think Tass would find some reason to kill me.
No, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Anyways,
Where
Gummy
were we?
Caramel.
That's where we were
Me
at.
laughing about Gummy Caramel almost made me choke on a chicken tender.
That was how we got there. Okay, good to know.
Anyways, Gummy Caramel.
Nuke it.
Do they actually exist?
They do.
Imagine if
It's not quite gummy, but it's soft.
No, I would want an actual Gummy Caramel so that I could buy it for you and just watch as you just...
I'd make the exact same face I've been making every single time that you've mentioned it thus far.
Man.
And probably give you a dry thanks.
Thanks, Pastry. Anyways, let's see. Is it my turn?
No, it's my turn.
The would you rather choke on or off air shouldn't count as a question.
True,
Are you looking
so
at
it's my
would you
turn.
rather questions?
No.
Are you cheating? Yes, you are.
No.
You are cheating.
No. That was
Cheater,
never in
cheater.
the rules.
Cheater, eater. You're cheating, technically. I've just been thinking them out of thin air,
Cool.
mostly.
Yeah, so have mine, but like... Yeah, I didn't know, though.
We love how, like, at least 60% of the show is more, like, picking up on me and the guest dynamic than the actual content. Anyways.
I mean, that's accurate for streaming videos. You watch it for the people. What was I doing? I did have something, and it left my mind immediately.
Oh, no.
Would you rather, there it is, would you rather wear headphones all the time or earbuds? And you can't have both, you know what I mean? For the rest of your life. Only headphones or only earbuds?
I don't like earbuds. I don't like, this is gonna sound weird, but it depends on, like, how the earbud is made as if I were to wear them. Given the fact that I only wear, out of the whole, like, headphones or earbuds question, 99% of the time I wear headphones. So I'd go with headphones just because I hardly ever wear earbuds.
Nice.
And some earbuds annoy the fuck out of me. With like the
like the hard ones?
the hard ones.
Yeah,
I
those
can't do it.
Suck.
I can't do it, man.
Man, yeah, I hate those.
What's your answer?
I'm mostly an earbuds guy, but I like headphones enough that it's hard for me to just go straight to earbuds. But I'm gonna have to say earbuds. They're easier to tote around, and wearing them, it isn't quite as clunky. Yeah. I can wear them out in public without the headphones being noticeable, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear them at work.
Yeah, we are allowed to have one earbud in at work.
For me, like, if, I'm afraid that my brain would fry if I was trying to listen to a customer and the music at the same time.
That is so fair.
So that's why I don't wear one in. Because I don't want to just, like, pause, take the extra second to pause after taking the extra second to realize that the customer was actually talking to me and not his wife.
Yeah.
Like, whenever people call me ma'am at work, it's like I'm not intentionally doing this, but I sometimes just go and not respond accidentally, because it's like my brain's like, you're probably talking to someone else.
Yeah, that's a legit thing that happens. I'm almost similar, but I tend to clock people who are addressing me by how loud they speak, whether they're facing me. I notice those things before I notice whether they said ma'am, mister, or excuse me or anything like that. So I tend to respond to anything and everything, including, on one notable occasion, daddy.
Bro.
I wish I was kidding. Even worse, I turned around and the guy called me mommy.
Man. Anyways. Oh my god. Would you rather have to go to school for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Or work at your current job for the rest of your life?
School, 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 school.
I would, considering the specific place I work and only the location I currently work, I would choose work.
We do have an awesome manager.
Yeah, which some guy who have had too much adult beverage tried to say to me when she was actually the one on the phone, that I deserved a raise because my manager sucked.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Just, alright. PSA, please do not decide to call any sort of store after you've had too much adult beverage. Please don't.
It is generally overall a bad idea.
Yeah. Take this one from the pastry. Anyways, I would choose work just because of our manager.
Understandable.
And I don't want to learn about rocks ever again. Never again. Wait a minute. Maybe I would choose school. Because I wouldn't necessarily have to be the student the entire time.
Oh, that's true. And even if you did have to be a student, they didn't say anything about passing all your classes.
Yeah.
You could always just not show up to any of your classes.
I've never legitimately ditched a class. I've been either physically or mentally unwell when I didn't show up, or I was at an appointment.
I was about to say I skip all the time, but no, actually, it's for one of those exact reasons, usually mental. So I guess neither have I actually.
Would you rather? Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, your turn.
Yeah. Would you rather switch to environmental science major or a psychology major?
Psychology. Because psychology interests me anyways. How are you?
See, psychology is also interesting to me, but I am just worried if I got a psychology degree? Would I have to actually go into psychology? That would be a really bad idea. I am not the best people person.
I am. Also, please don't judge me for the fact that I'm debreading my tenders because...
I am judging you so hard, but I also want to ask to eat them.
Sure.
Cool.
Anyways, the only reason why I did this was the breading was too hard. So that's why I'm like, also eating too much breading isn't good for you. Which, here's my next, would you rather? Would you rather have every, without health implications, would you rather have every single, food you eat be breaded, or never have anything breaded ever again?
Oh,
Like, if you ate chicken tenders, then you would have to have them not have bread on them. Like, no breading. Or all breading.
I gotta ask a quick clarification questions.
Well,
Do my green beans have to be breaded?
yes!
No! Without health implications, right?
Yep.
Looks like I'm never eating green beans again.
No.
Breaded all the way. I can't eat chicken tenders that aren't breaded. That is just sad.
I would rather just give up chicken tenders. Just because, like, sometimes having too much breading annoys me. Especially if it's hard.
Fair.
Like, if it's overcooked breading, can't. I just can't.
Do I have to eat the breading?
Yes.
Dang it. Okay. So no peeling off the breading off my corn.
So, like, so what I just did would have been illegal.
Illegal.
Just so you know, this is the first time in eternity that I actually peeled the breading off of my tenders.
And you did it in front of me.
Well, it would have been on the phone if we did this show how we usually do it. Anyways,
But you didn't.
I would rather not have breading ever again and just ditch the chicken tenders. Even though I just had chicken tenders. I've had better chicken tenders, though.
Before I ask my would you rather, are you familiar with tea, perhaps?
What would you say if I said no?
I am just staring at him, by the way. Y'all can't see it, but that's what's happening. So I guess my question is...
Wait, No, you could call me a liar, because look behind me. Tea.
I see. You're
So,
a
yeah.
liar. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what you would say if I said no.
I genuinely do not know if I would have gotten up and just, like, grabbed my kettle and, like, made you a cup of tea and come back. Or simply just left.
Imagine if you made me a cup of tea and then realized there's tea right behind us.
Dumped it on your head, made tea with your own tea, gave it to you.
Yikes. No, I can't have my caffeinated tea right now.
Fair.
Anyways, continue.
Would you rather have only caffeinated tea for the rest of your life or only uncaffeinated tea?
Now, I don't remember the last time I had uncaffeinated tea. So, caffeinated tea.
Cool. That was too easy. We're changing it.
Too easy, yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather have caffeinated tea and give up all other caffeine, or drink only uncaffeinated tea and keep the rest of your caffeine?
with my caffeine habits lately, I would give up caffeinated tea, but have any other caffeinated beverage.
Okay.
Just because, like, I've been having a lot of protein shakes with coffee in them because I don't want to necessarily make my tea every morning.
Understandable. I am in a similar boat. I would love to drink more tea in the mornings, but alas, I wake up and it is already time for class and I am late.
Yikes.
I am not a morning person.
I am a morning person.
Lucky.
Until you realize that I sometimes get sad during the dark times. Physically dark times.
I just hand waved.
Nice.
Because y'all couldn't see it, but that's why they laughed.
Yeah, let's see. Would you rather, if you had to choose between being in an environment with only males or only females? Reason why I'm not choosing having a non-binary option is because you're non-binary. What would you choose if you had to live in a life? And for my question, I'd have to choose non-binary or female.
Gotcha.
But if you had to choose between living in a world where there was only males or only females, what would you choose? Also, trans men are men, and trans women are women for the sake of this question. So if
for the sake of this question,
and in general, I'm just saying, clarification, I'm not a woman. Sorry for the bad wording there.
You're good. It's really funny because both of us are trans.
Yeah.
Clarification, are we talking on a global scale there are only men and only women, or in the space that I occupy there are only men or only women?
In the space you occupy.
Cool.
But if you move, then that logic moves too.
Cool. Anywhere I go, there will be either men or either women. That's it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now this question, I made this question harder for myself-ish.
Yeah.
Because if I had the question as I gave it to you, I would say only men. Because I am a man.
Right.
Which I am going to make a video about how I changed my gender and what's going to happen with the character later on. But continue.
I didn't even think about how that would affect your character. But I digress.
I'll tell you after
Cool.
the show. I don't want to spoil.
Awesome. I'll be on the lookout for that. I'll sneak y'all a hint. No, I won't. I don't have any social media.
Imagine if you just stole my phone and when it was unlocked somehow and then like type.
Like James Bond, super spy. Is James Bond a super spy? I do not know.
Who knows?
Yeah, somehow breaking in and grabbing your phone and doing that. Yeah. As for the actual question, which I have been avoiding answering because I do not know. I do not know. I
already know my answer to this question.
Nice. I'm gonna say only men. Simply because I have more friends who are men.
Yeah, let's go. Imagine if you said because you wouldn't have a roommate, but by the logic it'd be your roommate would also be a man.
Pop off, roomie.
So my version of this question, because of how I structured it, is would you rather be in a world with only females or only non-binary people?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna choose non-binary people because I've had like a ton of environments with only females around me, and let's just say those did not end up the best for me. I'm not gonna elaborate just because of like personal reasons, but yeah.
This is the fun, silly stream.
Yeah. Anyways, your turn.
Yeah. Would you rather work as a barista or work at an animal shelter? Assuming you can make living wage on both of them. Or not, whatever you want to answer.
I have a question. Is the, would I have to be a Starbucks barista? Or
No.
could it be a local shop?
It could be a local shop.
Local shop barista.
Awesome.
Because if you said I had to be a barista for Starbucks, then I would go for an animal shelter.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
How about you?
Oh, that's also pretty hard. I would probably say animal shelter, just because I like animals. Just a little more than I like people.
For me, I was just trying to think about which area would give me less sensory overload.
Fair. Yeah, dogs barking.
Because, like, if I always had dogs barking in my ears, then I would end up starting to cry because of overstimulation.
Totally fair.
And if I was at a Starbucks,
You would have the
Karens.
sensory issues from the Karens all the time.
yeah. But if it's a local coffee shop, then most people are chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love how I'm just like sensory issues, which is less.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought of a question because of yours. Which we both already know what we're going to answer for this, but
Ooh.
would you rather work somewhere where you're always with people or never with people?
Define how never with people means. Do you mean like remote job, or do you mean like solitude? You can never even say a peep to anyone else while you're working.
I don't know a job that would legitimately let you do that second one. So I'd say like you're sitting at your desk by yourself, like a coder would do.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with the second option, but it's not as much as a shoo-in as you may have guessed from what I've said so far. I've made some allusions to liking people, not so much, but I think I would hate complete solitude a lot.
Yeah.
I need some kind of human-to-human interaction in my day-to-day. But if it's between
But the thing
no
is that
people and all people all the time, I'm gonna have to go with no people.
the thing is that like I didn't specify that you would have to have no people all the time. I said no people at your job.
That's what I mean.
And like after work. I personally, which like I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm studying to be something that is not an animator due to this, but I'm not gonna say my major on air just because I don't want anyone to track me down. But just like having to like sit at a desk all day without anyone interacting with me for my job, I would end up getting depressed and demotivated, and it's kind of hard for me to like motivate myself sometimes. So due to motivation reasons, I would rather have people around me all the time.
Understandable.
You were probably expecting that,
Yeah.
my answer.
I was.
Yeah. It's kind of funny to ask questions that we'd expect from each other. Just because just because of, like, how we answer, too.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Would you rather be bald or have a mullet?
Because of a thing that I'm going to mention in another video, in the video after, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do here's the two videos I'm doing after story of Pastry's design, which is Gender Journey 2, Whoops, I'm a Guy, and the story of my condition, which I'll have to explain later. But, due to my condition, I would have to go with a mullet. Because if I went with bald, then it would automatically out my condition to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
How about you?
Bald.
I actually know somebody who actually chooses to have a mullet.
Oh, sweetie.
He's chill, though.
I'm referring to that guy.
You know that guy, too.
No. But
I think you probably...
sweetie.
You don't. I'm confusing you and another friend of mine that knows this guy.
Real?
But you and my other friend I was thinking about are both non-binary.
We stay winning.
Anyways, we're not gonna tangent. No tangent right now. We could go on a tangent, but I am reeling it in. I was gonna ask, how many people who identified as non-binary at some point stay non-binary versus who goes on to another gender. Which,
I have no idea.
True story, but I actually gave them my agender flag.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I was like, whoops.
Whoops, I'm a guy now. You can have the flag.
Whoops, I'm a guy now.
It's just hanging up in my room right now.
My trans flag is hanging up right now. I'm looking at it.
I am also looking at it.
Anyways, I have another would you rather. Is it your turn or mine?
I asked about the mullet.
Oh yeah, so it would be my turn.
Yeah.
If it wasn't my turn, then I would make it my turn again because I'm the host and I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I could do whatever I want.
Using your powers for evil.
I almost never do that, man. Anyway, would you rather have it always be spring or always be fall?
Ooh. Do I get to keep the associated feelings that come with spring and fall?
Yes.
Spring. You know that feeling when, the sun is just starting to come out and the weather is starting to warm up again and you feel warmth in your soul for the first time after months of seasonal depression? I love that feeling and would love to have that all the time. Thank you, Pastry.
No, after you said looking forward to having it warm up again, bro.
See, fall, I'm dreading the cold, so we are opposites.
Let's go, let's cold.
No.
Yes.
See, we are opposites in this sense.
We could not live with each other, I don't think. If you could control the thermostat, how warm would a room be versus how cold would it be? What would the temperature be in Fahrenheit? Because we're Americans,
Unfortunately. I would kill to be anywhere else right now.
Same. But we're not going to say why because this isn't a political show.
Everything is fine right now. Anyway, ideal thermostat temperature. I do not have a number for you, but
I do.
very much depends on the outside weather. If it's colder, my ideal thermostat temperature is going to be a bit colder, just because it
But
sucks.
if you had to give me one number.
75?
I would want it to be 60.
Oh, no. No. No.
75's like
70 maybe. Like, if it's... Or maybe even like 67 or something if it's really hot outside.
let's
But,
just say wait. Should one seriously make a video about life as a heat intolerant person? Would that be interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Or should I just include it in the story of my condition? I probably would do story of my condition first, and then if somebody wanted me to elaborate on a part of it, then I'd make a second video.
Yeah, something else you could do is you could draft out what a life as a heat intolerant person would look like and then decide if it looks interesting.
But to be fair, I script out things way before I make the video about them, so, you know. But we could not live together. We could not live together. The amount, so like, during the beginning of the school year, I always had my windows open because I just couldn't.
Yeah,
with heat.
That's fair.
But yeah, I joke that I'm related to Jack Frost.
Me and him have beef.
You'd probably be related to like the Sandman or something.
I have beef with Euler too.
Yikes. But yeah, I'm 10 out of 10 would be in the cold again.
Fuck you, Euler. You know what you did.
10 out of 10 would be in the cold again. The amount of times I've walked back from work in the middle of winter just in a flannel would probably surprise you.
It would kill me. Just seeing that, I would get secondary frostbite and just keel over.
Oh man. during this let's see here. When it first started snowing, I still just had my t-shirt on because I didn't know it was going to snow. But I was happy because it's a sensory happy temperature for me. In the t-shirt, someone looks at me in their winter jacket, wondering how I do this. I'm like, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, you know how it's like you know how everyone knows the guy who is always in shorts other than the guy who is always in shorts?
There are like 15 of those on our campus.
I am one of those, but I want pants because everyone else has pants.
I want pants because I'm cold. We are very different people.
Why do you have shorts on right now then?
I am out of pants.
Bro. Wait, you're in your summer clothes completely right now.
Yeah, y'all can't see it, but I am in a Hawaiian patterned Hawaiian shirt.
Why are you in your summer clothes? Do your laundry.
I love Hawaiian shirts, okay?
I need my bucket list thing to get for like the sake of Euphoria is a Hawaiian shirt. I haven't done that yet. I need to.
It's amazing. The feeling I had when I put on this shirt and looked in the mirror was great.
Yeah. Anyways,
I bought like 3 more.
Let's continue playing the game because we got too tangenty there.
Oh, we did. Oops.
Whoops. Your turn.
If you had to give up an external mouse or an external keyboard, which would you rather get rid of?
External keyboard, you mean, so like this, can I keep the keyboard that is connected to my computer?
Yes. Same as the one that's connected to your mouse. Same as the mouse that's connected to your computer.
I think you can directly see the answer here.
Keep the mouse.
Yep.
Okay, let's make it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
If you had to get rid of the mouse or the microphone, which one would you get rid of? External, of course. You can keep your computer's internal one.
I would say I would keep my mic over my mouse, because yes, it would be harder to I would probably just use my stylus I'd probably just use this thing as a mouse. Or actually my computer is touchscreen.
Nice. Okay.
But it would be annoying because I tend to do a lot of scrolling while I draw.
Ah.
But I would still need my mic, because I don't trust the one on my computer.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
So if you had to choose between external keyboard or external mouse, what would you choose?
I would have to choose to keep my mouse as well, because I do use an external keyboard. I use it to connect my computer to my TV so that, I can have like some extra reach with my keyboard. But I use my mouse more often, so I'd want to keep my mouse.
Yeah, I do find it funny whenever you ask a question and the answer is literally right in front of your face. Since when did I have an external keyboard?
I don't know. Maybe you really need one for something ultra specific, and you could never function without that keyboard.
Damn. Oh, I just thought of a would you rather question. Would you rather have all of your classes be math, or have all of your classes be English?
Math.
English. But I would have to be careful about who my teacher was. We're not going to get into that.
Oh yeah, no. The math teachers here are all really good, from what I know.
Same.
Yeah.
Haven't had a bad experience with any of the math teachers I've had.
Knocking
on wood. Wait, after this semester, I have no more math.
Nice. I cannot make the same guarantee. Go computer science.
That's your own fault, man.
I love it. English is fine. I'm really good at English, but I hate it.
I would do things that I'm not going to mention on the show if I was a computer science major. Yeah.
You could also just not do computer science if you did computer science. You are 100% free to leave at any point if you declare computer science major.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I think I can probably, if I didn't know already, I could probably tell by the tone of your voice that you're a computer science major.
Wow. Okay.
Could you see how I would say that?
No. They said petulantly. Okay, my turn.
Cool.
Outing myself out as a music nerd, and specifically, I mean playing music. If you had to choose between clarinet and flute, which would you rather learn to play?
Which one is harder to blow?
Flute.
Clarinet, then.
Cool.
I'm like, which one? Wait, someone could cut that out and make something very... Let's not.
You are the only... Wait, no.
Let's
Recordings.
not.
Wait, yeah.
Just right. So you know, people watch this later, too.
Yeah, I figured. That makes sense.
Anyways, clarinet. I would know that your answer is also clarinet because you own one.
Yep. I paid a lot of money for that clarinet. But again, music nerd here. I would love the opportunity to try a bassoon. Oh my gosh, they sound amazing.
Me who has stories of being in an orchestra. You band nerd.
Yes.
Oh man.
But still, bassoon. I love listening to the orchestra.
Let's see. I'm gonna ask another question that I used on a previous episode because I have a different guest now. Or actually, I think, so would you rather have, like, let's look at your house. Would you rather have each room be its own floor? Or have, and yes, this includes bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Hallways would be staircases, in theory. Or would you rather have everything on one floor?
Everything on one floor. Because it is way easier to just walk 3 feet to the left than it is to go up about, 10 feet to get to the next floor.
That's fair.
And you might think, but Kat, what do you do about space management? Because if everyone only has like a 1 floor house, how are you supposed to save space? And the answer is apartment buildings are also 1 floor. And that's really obvious. I do not know why I thought I needed to clarify that.
Wait. Apartment buildings would also be 1 floor.
Per person, you know what I mean?
No, wait. But during this logic, apartment buildings would be, all the apartments would be on 1 floor in this logic.
Really?
Land.
Really?
Yeah!
No stairs at all. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
stairs at all.
That was the assumption I had originally made, but
No
after...
stairs at all.
Man, okay. Sorry, world. One of our best ways of having people live together at all has now been removed via Would You Rather.
Stairs. I'm kind of wondering how long our current building would be if all of it was on 1 floor.
Oh, dude, it would span the entire town.
I'm just imagining, like, the floors next to each other instead of on top of each other. We'd be like, we're second row.
Second row is crazy.
Yeah. Your turn.
Oh no, it's my turn already? Would you rather walk in exclusively platform shoes or exclusively flip-flops?
Platform shoes, because flip-flops gives me, does it have to specifically be flip-flops, or could it be any sandal?
Flip-flops.
I have sensory issues with the piece of plastic in the middle of the flip-flop.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying platform.
Cool.
Which, it sounds like I have a lot of sensory issues, but I don't. It's just...
I've just managed to hit on every single one of them so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, most people probably have more than me. I just have... My biggest thing is grainy textures.
I feel that.
Ain't it?
No.
My turn again, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you had a choice, would you rather live on the first floor of an apartment or dorm, or the top floor of an apartment or dorm?
the top floor, because it's safer. Like, even if you aren't, like, even if you're in a safe neighborhood, the likelihood of having your apartment broken into is way higher if you're on the first floor.
Shoot, most people don't think about when they answer. They say first floor because it'd be just less walking
Well, like,
to get there.
for one, a lot of buildings like that have elevators. And two, I'm not allergic to stairs.
I would say top floor, but for a different reason. The amount, like, like 2 years ago, I had this very loud person above me, and he kind of scared the crap out of me a few times. Last year I was on the top floor, so I had no noise above me. This year, my upstairs neighbor is better. I actually met her on accident. When I tried to get into her room thinking it was mine because I was going off of autopilot. Whoops.
Whoops.
I accidentally freaked her out. Whoops. Imagine if she watched this one day. Sorry. But I didn't have the noise of the people running down halls as much. I think last year our floor was more chill too. But yeah, just like less noise because upstairs noise.
Upstairs noise, that's fair.
Also, we love how I learned that the most annoying place to have your room is on a middle floor by the stairs.
Yeah. You must hear so much.
Also, my room is one of my windows looks over the main door. More noise.
Ooh. Yikes.
So yeah, but let's just say because I'm by the stairs, everyone knows, or a good chunk of people know who I am. I'm a popular. I'm not popular, but I'm known. I mean, I'm not hated, so that's good. Anyways, enough with the fries. Let's see. Whose turn? Your turn?
My turn, yeah. Because the floor question was yours.
Yes.
Yeah. Would you rather learn to dance swing or learn to dance ballroom?
What is swing?
It's a lot of swinging. It's high energy. They're both partner dances, though, I think.
It would depend on if I could have the guy's part. Which is hard because I'm short. So, like, I have to do this. I have to lift my arm up really high to, like, spin somebody who's taller than me.
True. But hey, you already decided you'd be wearing platforms all the time, so...
That was the previous question, though! We're not... Since when did we compound questions?
I'm kidding.
Anyways, so, I would go with ballroom just because with swing I would, run out of stamina real quick.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I think I'd have to do swing simply because the process of learning ballroom would be so boring. I think I would just fall asleep in the middle of the lesson.
I would go with ballroom just because I would lose stamina.
Fair. Also, actually, it does actually sound kind of fun to do swing, because there is something to be said about the relationships you form with people, with your dance partners who you will never see again. You're doing a lot of high energy, fun things together, just, and then you'll never see each other again. There's something, there's something there, you know?
Yeah, I
fun.
just yeah. Let's see. It's my turn again, isn't it?
Yep.
Um, would you rather have all of your all of the walls in the places you've ever lived in to be made out of brick or made out of drywall? That's drywall, right?
I think so. um, Following that, I think so. I know next to nothing about walls.
I would
um,
I would I would go with brick walls just because like I think they're more soundproof than the those walls, even though the walls current that we're currently have are like paper thin.
that's just dorms in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. A big part of it would be the heat insulating aspects of drywall versus brick, but also whether or not I could hang stuff is kind of dependent on that too. Because like a lot of pictures,
Oh,
you want to nail stuff into walls. You can't really do that on brick.
just so you know, I found out a way to like hang my flags up.
Hmm.
I ended up telling one of the bros how to hang up his I'm not sure what he was trying to hang up, but I'm like he's like, "Hey, can you please tell me where the command strips are?" And you want to know what I said? What? So like I'm like I just randomly ask him, "Hey, are your walls made out of brick by chance?" He was like, "Yep." I'm like, "I'm not gonna help you find command strips. I'm gonna help you find something that actually sticks to brick."
Hmm.
And then I ended up giving him the directions to like the scotch stick stuff that I currently have. Which if you learn anything from this channel, I hope it is more important than this, but if you get nothing else, I hope you get at least don't try to put a command strip on a brick wall. It won't work.
I actually think that I didn't use like the scotch things, but I did use some kind of sticky thing like that for my own hanging of my flag. So yeah, it's more like picture frames and stuff though.
No, yeah. I'm still trying to figure that one out. With my frames and all the stuff that needed frames, I just um leaned them against the wall.
It works good.
Um, but yeah, because my fridge, I leaned one up against the fridge in the wall. Yeah. You guys can't see, but that's what I'm doing.
I can personally attest to how good it looks.
You're only saying that because you're my best friend.
Oh no,
Oh.
I would never.
Your turn.
Would you rather dye your hair purple or dye your hair blue?
I've actually dyed part of my hair blue before.
Nice.
It was during the beginning of COVID.
That
So no one
tracks.
saw it. No, it was right before COVID started.
So it was done with the intent of people seeing it, and
Yep.
then they just never did.
Yeah. But it was my hair is different now, but back when I had more pastry like hair, I dyed like the front part of it blue and the back part of it was still brown.
Mm.
Story of Pastry's design coming soon. Anyways,
Oh, you could do a video about their design and redesign together.
I've thought about that, but I've thought about putting them both together, but I'm like, nah. Because I'm gonna put it in Gender Journey Part 2 because I'm not gonna have enough stuff in the Gender Journey 2 if I don't include the character.
I see.
Yep. Because one can only say how someone talking about NASCAR so much, that can only take up so much of a video. Let's just say that much. But yeah. It's your turn because I thought about the walls question.
No, I did the hair question though.
Oh, right. Let's see. Would you rather say every thought that came in your brain out loud, or never be able to talk at all?
Never be able to talk at all.
Same.
I would say so much unhinged shit that I do not need.
I feel like I would just I would ramble on more than I currently already do.
I get intrusive thoughts. So they are not how I actually feel. So I would not like just saying them out loud every single time I get them.
Oh my god. I would say never talk at all.
Yeah.
Too.
Sign language for me. That's it.
Sign language. You can even do sign language because
writing.
Fair. But yeah, your turn.
Oh no, already? If you had to choose between showers and baths, only one for the rest of your life.
I currently only can take showers.
That's fair.
Because of how my room is.
Okay, new question.
But if I had a personal choice in the matter, I would go with baths.
Okay, cool. Your turn.
You need to answer it for yourself.
Oh, darn. I would say showers because I like them more. I like the water pressure.
Yeah, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the fact that I don't have to feel claustrophobic in my shower.
Fair.
I'm not this type of person, but the shower I had last year could probably have fit 2 people.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah. It would depend on the size of each person, though. Like, two people of our size, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or my size. Wait.
I am 7 feet tall, by the way.
No. I think you were like 5'3", 5'4". Wait, how tall are you?
5'4". I'm 5'6".
Fuck. My concept of height is I'm 5'2.5".
Y'all, I am so offended right now.
I'm 5'2.5". Let's hope I do not develop Napoleon complex. Anyways. Where did my question go?
I feel that.
I don't know.
Oh, it's pretty funny. One of my coworkers at work, she saw my name and immediately, and jokingly, I should specify, was like, I don't even want to try and guess that, so I'm just gonna call you now. And she has done so for the, month we've been working together. She refers to me just and it's really funny because she also just says sometimes. And every single time, I'm like, you needed me?
Oh, man.
Even when I know she's not addressing me, because it's just funny.
I forgot what I was going to ask. I had it in my brain a minute ago, but
20 questions. Let's go. New game, everyone.
nope, we're not changing the game.
I'm kidding.
It's actually on the rule sheet.
Is it a cat?
Oh, that's actually 21 questions is actually on the audio games list. Anyways,
I'm terrible at that game. Do not bring me in on that.
oh man. Let's see. What? Why am I not thinking of the question?
I can go again if you'd like.
Yeah, please.
Cool. Would you rather wear a traditional backpack or one of those like sling over your shoulders?
Have you seen me with my bag? Have you seen me with my... You know the answer to this. You've seen me with it.
But no one else does.
There.
Answer the question, Pastry.
I haven't had a traditional backpack other than when I took my computer home, so...
Okay, new question then, because I just remembered another kind of bag. Would you rather have one of those traditional two-shoulder backpacks or one of those, like, suitcase backpacks? Keep in mind, the suitcase backpacks are a little bit heavier. I would know that because I used one in high school.
Can you have wheels to it?
That's what the suitcase backpack is.
I'd probably still go with the regular backpack.
Cool.
I still can't remember what question I had. Oh, wait. Would you rather be way too tall for everything or way too short for everything?
Okay, this is a really weird question, in the sense that too tall for anything.
You couldn't fit through my door.
Yeah, that would be like 7 feet tall.
Or you were just like 4 foot, period.
Yeah, and honestly, this is such a hard question. Both of them would make me super insecure about myself, but for entirely different reasons. Because if I was short all the time, I would feel as if I wasn't man enough. Like, 4 feet, I would feel like I didn't quite measure up to anything, and I would always feel like there was something that I needed to prove about myself. But if I was like...
Hence a Napoleon complex!
Yeah, but if I was like 7'5" or something, I would be the biggest person everywhere I go, by a mile. And that would be crazy. The feeling that everyone would be staring at me because of how tall I am, because of how much of a hassle it is to navigate anywhere, that is, for its own reasons. So I don't even know. I'm gonna have to say...
Let's just say I found an answer for this question already, but I'm waiting for you to answer.
Yeah, and also, if I was like 7'5", I would undoubtedly have back problems. Like, that is part of the equation when you are like that tall. From my one episode of Grey's Anatomy that my mom roped me into watching, it was like, it wasn't even the first episode, it was just an episode that she roped me into watching. Anyway, so I'm going to have to say shorter because I am used to being shorter than other people, and I would prefer to not have any more back problems.
For me, I would also choose shorter just because I'm used to being shorter. Like, I would... Why?
I am just flipping my head back
I
and forth
thought you were disapproving of
to
me.
feel the feeling of my ponytail hitting the sides of my head because it feels good right now.
Fair enough. it's your turn unless I think of another question.
Is it? Oh, that was a question for me. Wait.
Because I technically owe you a question.
You're good. I can go. If you had to learn a language, would you rather learn German or Arabic?
Given the fact that I would be shot in any Arabic country, I would go with German.
Okay, cool.
How about you?
I would go with German because I've lived in Germany and I want to live there again.
Wow, you've lived in Germany?
Yeah, it was awesome. It smelled like manure because I lived in a small country town, but it was awesome. I loved that
Be
area.
glad you didn't go to another college. The one with the bear.
The one with the bear?
Baker school. I'm not saying, or I can name drop it because it's not mine. Greeley.
Greeley?
Or not Greeley. Where is that? One place with the, I think it's in Greeley.
I know UCCS, Boulder, there's Mines, there's Western. Are there any other?
I cannot think of the name of the school for the life of me right now.
Yeah, I'm really bad with names and mascots and stuff, so there's no way I know this.
Just like Greeley smells like cows.
Fun.
Constantly.
That's great.
Constantly.
Yeah, I can speak from experience and say that you do get used to it eventually, but it's not the best. But hey, it was a nice place.
If you would you rather, with the effects of it, would you rather have would you rather only have caffeinated beverages but they don't dehydrate you, or would you rather have just non-caffeinated beverages? Please keep in mind that adult beverages do not calculate into any of these things.
I was not even thinking about that. Okay. I would have to say no caffeine because, well, I'm gonna assume everything still tastes the same.
Everything still tastes the same.
Cool. I have ADHD medicine, so I'm not even really supposed to take caffeine. But I mean, I do because it tastes good. But
I need caffeine.
Yeah, that's fair.
We already established this in the April Fool's Day video of 2022 when Tass took over my channel as a skit.
Oh. I'm gonna assume you were falling asleep the entire time?
No, I'm not going to spoil that video.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have you watch it after this show, though.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. Would you rather have every single room be, like, narrower than it should be or way wider than it should be?
What do you mean?
The rest of the, just, like, on average, like, the room feels really wide or the room feels very narrow. It's just like, why is this room so wide?
Gotcha. I see what you
Or
mean.
everything literally feels like a hallway.
I would prefer if everything felt like a hallway, because I like smaller more than I like bigger.
I would go with the wide room. Or wait, actually, I'm going to change the question. Let's say that you have the same amount of square footage in a room. Would you rather have that square footage be outwards Or would you rather have it be up and down? Like, would you rather have like a very tall room or a very wide room? But the ceiling be shorter.
I'd rather have a wider room and my ceiling be shorter.
Yeah. Wait, I forgot. Is your how high is your ceiling? Is it about this high or is it lower?
Yeah, I think it's this height.
Okay. I just feel like I have a lot of ceiling.
Hmm.
Last year I had even more ceiling.
Wow.
Wait, you remember that room, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't exactly remember how high the ceilings were.
Well, to be fair, I was in that room longer than you.
Very true.
So, yeah. Your turn. Or I just thought of another question.
Go ahead.
Would you rather just because I want to catch up, but would you rather just be in a 2D and in a 2D universe, or like let's say that you were like a cartoon character, actually, like not like the drawing of you I have on my screen currently, but like let's say you were actually a cartoon character. Would you rather be in a 2D universe or a 3D universe if you were a cartoon character?
Oh, I think a 2D, because I found on average that 3D animated cartoons end up with a lot more trauma being inflicted in the plot.
Yikes. I would say, that is actually very similar to my answer. I would say 2D because there's one less dimension, which means less stuff could go wrong.
All of the missiles that are being shot at you will only come from in front of you or behind you.
Oh, man. We love how we answered that one based off of trauma. Your turn.
Oh, again.
And I think you have one more question, I have one more question, then closing announcements, and time's up.
Oh, cool. Wow. That flew by.
Um,
I keep forgetting to ask this one, but would you rather read only physical books for the rest of your life or only online books, including like textbooks and stuff?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I chose, I feel like this one is kind of obvious. If you knew this part about me, but is there any way to have the paper book be read aloud to you?
No, it is just normal paper, not electronic.
I go with electronic books just because I need to hear it to understand it.
Cool. And I'm gonna specify, in this world, ownership is ideal, and anything that you own digitally, you own forever. People cannot take back their books like you can when you buy video games online, because that is a stupid practice, and this is a world where things are fair. So you get to keep all of your online books. They can't be taken from your account.
Okay. That does nothing to my answer.
Cool.
I would still keep it. Imagine if I just switched to physical.
That
Just
would
because,
be...
just because of the storage of my computer being like, eh.
Oh, it's not even just like the storage. Like, I'm not 100% sure on how this works for books, but for video games, like, a company that owns a video game can just straight up remove it. So, like, you can purchase a game, which you've purchased for life. They can literally just take it away, and you can never play that game again.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Alrighty, what is your answer to only physical or only digital?
I would have to say physical, just because I like the feeling of books in my hand. It feels more real when they're physical.
I understand that feeling. I just can't really like comprehend and focus on a book if it's not read out loud.
Completely fair.
This is my last question, which is the question that I thought of a half an hour ago but forgot. But would you rather go without power? Or go without any water that is not drinking water. So like the only water you have is the water you drink.
So no showering, basically.
No showering, no washing machines.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say within the time span of 2 weeks.
It would
2 weeks
be,
without power or 2 weeks without water.
It would be really bad to go 2 weeks without water for like washing clothes. Disease would go rampant. Meanwhile, it would suck for a whole lot of reasons if I couldn't have power, but I would live and ultimately be disease free at the end of those 2 weeks. So I'm gonna say no power.
I've actually, let's see here. I actually have had to live without water for like a week before. A week and a half-ish. And, let's just say it was weird to be able to go online, but yet be using an outhouse.
Yeah.
So that definitely felt weird.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about going to the bathroom. Yeah, no, my answer is exactly the same.
So, let's see here. Without power or without water? That's honestly a harder question for myself, I would feel like. Because, like, hand sanitizer still exists.
Yeah, but, like, that means nothing when you have dirty clothes.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's just say,
have
okay.
you ever had to free wear your underwear before?
I
That is
ordered,
not a particular experience I want to have.
let's just say I ordered more underwear and more socks during that time.
That is fair. I did not think about that.
I just ordered more.
I
Just because, like, I know how it was like to go without water for a week and a half. I'm gonna go with no water because I have known how that was like. Let's just say that after the water got turned back on, everyone was like in a rush to take a shower. I ended up just waiting an extra day just because I didn't want the whole like
You didn't want it to crash again.
I personally just like I can't stand when everyone is trying to use this shower at the same time, like, and everyone's trying to use the bathroom at the same time. It is a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't like having to fight with people about when I'm gonna take a shower. So I would rather wait an extra day after everyone's gotten showers to take a shower than like try to ram in there with everyone else.
See, I would ram in there with everyone else. They would not be keeping me out of that shower.
We live different lives. Different experiences.
Yeah. Honestly, I say that, but I would also probably wait the extra day, to be honest.
I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you have any closing announcements?
I'm amazing. Y'all are amazing. I've never done this before. It was a fun experience to have. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Alrighty, so my closing announcement is thank you, Sweatshirt, for giving me the most normal episode that I've had all season. All of my episodes have been messed with some way, shape, or form, including this one. This one was just late.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with me. I was an angel.
Pastry takeover Pastry, the character, took over the printmaking studio. And I had to be like, Pastry, no, we're not doing that. And then I'm still working on videos whenever I have time, which I have more time. And I will have more time next semester, assuming that I don't just book shifts on shifts on shifts on shifts. But like I said, next semester, my show will actually be on the right time. Like, I know for certain because of my schedule. I so do hate a 4 p.m. class for multiple reasons, the show being one. So yeah, anyways, do you have an outro?
Deuces.
That tends to be, I tend to ask people that they have outros, and most commonly the answer is no. But oh man, you want to know what I have planned for if TAS, aka the animation station, ever gets on one of these shows? He's busy as all hell.
Right.
I would have him steal my outro just for fun. Because that have happened actually once on accident.
Well, go on, reveal this outro.
You probably have heard this thing, but anyways, I platonically love you, my donut batch, and see you in the